Okay, for all you MAGA Trump thumpers, America first, I want you to riddle me this one. How is Donald Trump asking Congress people to put America first when he's asking them to put off border security so he can blame it on Joe Biden? How's that putting America first? That sounds like putting America last to put Donald Trump first. So starting with Mitt Romney, let's watch a list of Republicans tell us how they really feel about Donald Trump doing this. Because that's what's happening. Donald Trump is doing this. But first, real quick, you guys all know how the YouTube algorithm treats us new content creators. I'd really appreciate a like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. And share this shit. Share the shit out of this shit.
Former President Trump has indicated to senators that he does not want us to solve the problem at the border. He wants to lay the blame for the border at Biden. And the idea that someone running for president would say, please hurt the country so I can blame my opponent and help my politics is a shocking development.
Do you think this is what he wants?
Do you think this is what he wants? Yeah, at least Mitt Romney puts him straight. Yeah, this is what he wants.
Donald Trump, this is why he's doing it.
I think the border is a very important issue for Donald Trump, and the fact that he would communicate.
The fact that he would communicate, which means say words, which means give marching orders to do this, like we're a bunch of little lemming
to Republican senators and congresspeople that he doesn't want us to solve the border problem because he wants to blame Biden for it is really appalling.
What does that say that what he is saying carries weight here? What does it say that Republicans are listening to?
Well, what shocking that politics plays a role in this building? Absolutely shocking. I can't imagine that's the case.
Ukraine is on the line.
So this kind of politics has always been politics, but it's been a behind the scenes type of politics. Like, look, we need to lay a problem at the feet of the president so we can win this upcoming election. This has always been a thing, but for them to come straight out and say it, for Donald Trump to come out and give marching orders, and for them to say straight up, yes, our marching orders are to do this. Yeah, he's a military tactician of the likes of Napoleon. It's like Donald Trump is the only person in politics that ever didn't take the class that said, don't say the quiet parts out loud.
But the reality is that we have a crisis at the border. The American people are suffering as a result of what's happening at the border. And someone running for president ought to try and get the problem solved, as opposed to saying, hey, save that problem. Don't solve it. Let me take credit for solving it later.
And for all those people that will obviously be in the comments saying, it was only the rhino Mitt Romney saying it. It was the rhino saying it. Nope, it's everybody. Lindsey the Trump bootlicker Graham. I want you to really pay attention to the way Lindsey Graham answers this question.
From my point of view, we need relief today, and what we're trying to do will help him if he gets to be president. I will say to President Trump, if we can put this package together the way I hope it falls into place, that you'll have more tools to secure America than you've ever had. And it's not about one president, it's about a system.
He's answering it in a way that he's pleading. He is pleading to President Trump to stop doing this. Please, President Trump, please stop putting America last because you want to put yourself first. Please, President Trump, if you do this, it will turn out better for you in the elections. I promise. You're just being a child and you don't know what you're talking about. Please, President Trump. And then there's the statement from Mitch friggin' McConnell. And we all know, Mitch, I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Mitch McConnell.
Kentucky Republican reportedly told colleagues in a closed-door meeting on Wednesday they may not want to undermine Donald Trump on the issue since he wants to run on it.
So let's roll the rest. All Republicans, of course.
I just reject the idea that we should reserve a crisis for a better time to solve it.
I've registered it to our leadership that I don't believe we should take this off the table. Certainly not to clear the way for a clean campaign debate season.
I don't know how a bill becomes law. Go back to Schoolhouse Rock. If we don't take the opportunity now, there will be 0 Democrat votes for exactly the same policy beginning next year. It is immoral for me to think you look the other way because you think this is the linchpin for President Trump to win.
I don't know how many more you need to hear it from, but just in case you need to hear it from one freaking more, more. Let's hear it from Donald Trump himself. Here's his marching orders.
In response to the statement made by Pierre Delecto, I haven't spoken to him, Mitt Romney, in years, and he knows nothing about me or my views. Fortunately, he will permanently be leaving the Senate soon, and our country will be a better place for it. But that being said,
With that being said, I made sure to include way more than just Mitt Romney. But I digress.
we need a strong, powerful, and essentially perfect border, and unless we get that, we are better off not making a deal, even if that pushes our country to temporarily close up for a while, because it will end up closing anyway with the unsustainable invasion that is currently taking place, a death wish for the USA.
Yeah, you heard that right. Donald Trump just said, yeah, even if our country has to close up for a while, Mr. Close Up the Country because he doesn't want to do his job, a death wish for the USA. Sounds to me it's a death wish you are literally making on the USA, but for President Biden to deal with, not you. He's a civilian and this mother is out there saying, we need to close up the country for a little while, as long as it means me becoming president again, me exacting my revenge on everybody, and me not having to do any punishment for my crimes. It's inevitable, he said. It's inevitable. If we do nothing, it'll get really bad. It'll get even worse. And then we can blame it on him. But America first. Except whenever it's an election year, we need to put Donald Trump first so that we can put America first next year. So it's Donald Trump first and then America first second.